Life is a complex journey filled with ups and downs, challenges and triumphs. Often, we find ourselves grappling with problems that seem insurmountable, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and lost. However, within these struggles lie invaluable lessons waiting to be discovered. 70 life lessons that will fix. 93% of your problems is designed to illuminate these insights, offering practical guidance that can transform your perspective and enhance your well-being. Each lesson serves as a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness, resilience, and fulfillment. From cultivating gratitude to embracing failure, these lessons emphasize the importance of personal growth and intentional living. They remind us that life's challenges are not merely obstacles, but opportunities for learning and development. As you explore this collection, reflect on how these lessons resonate with your own experiences. Consider how integrating them into your daily routine can lead to meaningful change and a deeper sense of purpose. This journey is about more than just overcoming difficulties. It's about fostering a mindset that empowers you to thrive. Join me in uncovering the wisdom that can guide us through life's complexities and help us create a more enriching and authentic existence. Self-awareness is like the foundation of any well-lived life. I remember a time when I kept falling into the same arguments with people close to me, believing the fault was always theirs. It took a good friend sitting me down to make me realize that my responses were defensive because I feared criticism. By acknowledging this fear, I started to change. The next time someone gave me feedback, I listened without jumping to defend myself. This shift not only improved my relationships, but also made me more open to growth. Self-awareness is a mirror, sometimes uncomfortable, but essential to seeing the truth about ourselves. In a world constantly pushing perfection, accepting flaws might seem counterintuitive. I once spent years trying to live up to a perfect image, avoiding any hint of weakness. But this approach kept me trapped in a cycle of self-criticism. One day I decided to open up to a friend about my insecurities. To my surprise, she didn't judge me, but empathized, sharing her own struggles. That experience taught me that accepting my imperfections didn't make me weak. It made me relatable and human. Now I wear my flaws with pride, as they remind me I'm constantly evolving. Learning to be comfortable alone changed my life in ways I hadn't anticipated. In a society that glorifies busy schedules and social lives, solitude can feel almost unnatural. Yet when I took the time to sit with myself without distractions, I found a clarity that no amount of social interaction had provided. I began journaling, reflecting on my dreams and fears, and understanding what truly mattered to me. Solitude is like a quiet river. It may seem still, but it holds immense depth. It's in those quiet moments that I found the most profound insights about who I am. There was a time when any negative comment would send me spiraling into anger or sadness. I wore my emotions on my sleeve, and my reactions often intensified situations. Realizing this, I started practicing deep breathing and pausing before responding. One day, a colleague made a hurtful remark in a meeting, and instead of snapping back, I took a deep breath, calmly addressing the issue. My measured response shifted the tone of the conversation and left me feeling in control. It was empowering. Now I see that mastering reactions isn't about suppressing emotions, but about choosing how to express them wisely. Years ago, I struggled with taking things too personally, letting others' opinions dictate my self-worth. A single negative comment could ruin my day. But then I realized that most people's reactions are reflections of their own experiences, not a statement about me. This shift in perspective was liberating. Now, when faced with criticism, I step back and ask myself if it's really about me or if it's coming from the other person's struggles. This detachment has given me immense peace and has freed me from the constant need for validation. Empathy wasn't always my strong suit. I used to judge people harshly, believing they were simply unwilling to change. But then, a friend shared her story of struggling with anxiety, and I saw how hard she was trying to manage her life despite her challenges. This changed everything for me. I realized everyone carries a silent battle. Now, instead of judging, I try to understand the unseen challenges others might face. Empathy has made my connections deeper and more meaningful, teaching me that kindness is one of the most. Failure once felt like the end of the world to me. After a major project failed at work, I was devastated. But looking back, that failure was my greatest teacher. I analyzed every step, understanding where things went wrong and where I could improve. This self-reflection turned failure into a valuable feedback loop, giving me insights that success could never provide. Now I embrace failures as stepping stones, knowing they're guiding me toward mastery. Each failure is like a note from life, teaching us lessons that make us stronger for the future. Patience was a lesson I had to learn the hard way. When I was young, I wanted results instantly, whether in work, relationships, or personal growth. But life has a way of making us wait. Through a challenging job that required years of dedication, I learned the power of patience. Each day I showed up, did my best, and trusted the process. When success finally came, it was even sweeter because of the time it took. Patience taught me that life's best rewards don't come when we demand them, but when we've earned them. Positivity was something I thought was just about thinking happy thoughts. But I learned it's about training your mind to find the good in every situation. During a difficult phase, I began a gratitude practice, listing 3 things I was thankful for each morning. Slowly, I noticed my outlook shifting. Even on tough days, I could find moments of peace or joy. Positivity isn't about ignoring life's hardships, but about focusing on the aspects we can appreciate, which builds resilience and makes challenges feel lighter. Friendships can make or break us. For years, I was close to people who drained my energy and dimmed my enthusiasm. Realizing this, I began surrounding myself with friends who genuinely supported me, who shared my values and dreams. It was a game changer. These friendships don't just bring joy, they push me to grow and stay grounded. Now, I believe that choosing friends carefully isn't just a preference. It's essential to building a life filled with positivity and purpose. Setting boundaries was challenging for me because I feared disappointing others, but constantly saying yes left me exhausted. I realized that boundaries aren't about being selfish. They're about respecting my time and energy. So I started setting limits, and surprisingly, people respected them. Now I approach boundaries not with guilt, but with confidence, knowing they allow me to be more present and giving in the relationships and activities I choose to invest in. Effective communication is an art that can transform relationships. I once found myself in constant misunderstandings with a colleague because I assumed they knew my thoughts and intentions. However, when I decided to express my ideas clearly and directly, the dynamic shifted completely. Our conversations became more productive, and I discovered that clarity breeds respect. I learned to listen actively, asking questions to ensure understanding. This practice not only improved my professional relationships, but also deepened my personal ones, allowing for more authentic connections. Communicating effectively is about fostering a dialogue, not just exchanging words. Not every disagreement deserves a fight. Early in my career, I was known for always voicing my opinion, often engaging in debates over trivial matters. However, after exhausting myself in constant conflict, I learned that some battles weren't worth the energy. There was a pivotal moment when a friend suggested we focus on what truly matters instead of nitpicking every little detail. Since then, I've prioritized my energy for significant issues and learned to let go of the small stuff. Choosing my battles wisely has not only preserved my relationships, but also allowed me to invest my energy into causes and conversations that truly matter. Change is the only constant in life, yet many of us resist it. I vividly remember the upheaval when my company underwent restructuring. At first, I felt anxious and out of control, but as I began to embrace the new opportunities presented, I realized that change often brings growth. I started seeking ways to adapt rather than resist, exploring new roles and skills that emerged from the transition. Embracing change taught me that every ending is merely a new beginning. And with that mindset, I learned to navigate life's unpredictability. Saying no is a powerful skill that can protect your well-being. For years, I struggled with the fear of disappointing others, which led me to overcommit to projects and social obligations. This ultimately resulted in burnout. It was a particularly overwhelming week when I finally decided to prioritize my mental health by saying no to an event I wasn't excited about. The relief was palpable. I learned that saying no doesn't make me a bad person. It means I value my time and energy. This lesson allowed me to be more present and engaged in the activities I truly care about, enriching my life in ways I never anticipated. Investing in yourself is perhaps the best return on investment you can make. I used to think self-care was selfish, often prioritizing work and others over my own needs. However, when I started setting aside time for personal development, whether through reading, courses, or simply hobbies I enjoyed, I noticed a significant boost in my happiness and productivity. This investment transformed my perspective. I learned that the more I nurtured my interests and well-being, the more I had to offer to others. Investing in oneself is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for a fulfilling life. A daily gratitude practice has the power to shift your entire outlook on life. I began this practice during a particularly difficult time, struggling with stress and negativity. Every night I made it a habit to write down 3 things I was grateful for, no matter how small. At first it felt forced, but over time, I found myself genuinely reflecting on positive experiences. This simple act reshaped my mindset, helping me focus on abundance rather than lack. Gratitude became my compass, guiding me toward joy even in challenging times. Now I carry this practice with me, recognizing its incredible impact on my overall happiness. Holding on to past grievances is like carrying a heavy backpack. You can't move forward until you let it go. I once harbored resentment toward a friend for a betrayal that happened years ago. It weighed on me until I realized that my unwillingness to forgive was only hurting myself. The moment I chose to let go of that pain and focus on the present, I felt a weight lifted. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning past actions. It means freeing myself from their grip. Learning to let go of the past allowed me to embrace new relationships and experiences without the shadows of old hurts. Discovering your passion can ignite a sense of purpose. For years, I floated through life unsure of what I truly wanted. It wasn't until I took a painting class on a whim that I found a spark of joy. I began to explore different hobbies, allowing myself the freedom to fail and learn. Eventually, I discovered a deep passion for creative writing. This revelation transformed my life. I now dedicate time each week to write, fueling my soul and opening up new opportunities. Finding my passion taught me that exploration is key. Sometimes the things we love are just waiting for us to uncover them. The people we surround ourselves with greatly influence our mindset and well-being. I once had a group of friends who thrived on negativity, and I found myself mirroring their outlook. It took a wake-up call, a conversation with a more positive friend, to help me see the difference. By gradually distancing myself from toxic influences and nurturing relationships with uplifting individuals, I noticed a remarkable change in my mood and outlook on life. Surrounding myself with positivity isn't just about avoiding negativity. It's about choosing to be inspired and motivated by the people around me. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. I learned this lesson when I decided to travel alone to a foreign country. The thought was daunting, but the experience was transformative. I faced fears and uncertainties head-on, from navigating language barriers to finding my way through unfamiliar cities. Each challenge was a lesson in resilience and independence. Taking that leap of faith opened doors to new friendships, experiences, and a sense of adventure that I had never known before. Risk can be intimidating, but they often lead to the most rewarding experiences of our lives. Curiosity fuels growth and learning. In a world that often prioritizes expertise over exploration, I found my thirst for knowledge stifled by the routine. However, I made a conscious decision to embrace curiosity again, signing up for workshops and engaging in discussions outside my comfort zone. This renewed curiosity reignited my passion for learning, leading me to discover new interests and expand my perspective. Staying curious reminds me that there's always something new to explore, and each question can lead to deeper understanding and connection with the world around me. Taking care of mental health is as vital as physical health. For too long, I neglected my mental well-being, believing I could power through stress and anxiety. However, a turning point came when I sought therapy. This experience taught me the importance of acknowledging my feelings and developing coping strategies. Prioritizing mental health became a non-negotiable part of my routine, whether through mindfulness, exercise, or simply taking breaks when needed. Now, I view mental health as an integral aspect of my overall well-being, and I encourage others to do the same. Investing in mental health is an investment in a healthier, happier life. Life is full of uncertainties, and learning to accept them can lead to peace. I used to crave control over every aspect of my life, which only led to frustration when things didn't go as planned. Through experiences like job changes and personal losses, I began to understand that uncertainty is a natural part of life. Embracing this unpredictability allowed me to let go of the illusion of control. Now I approach life with an open mind, trusting that even in uncertainty, growth and opportunities often arise. Accepting uncertainty has brought me a sense of freedom I never thought possible. Compassion is a powerful force that can change lives, including our own. I once found myself in a situation where a colleague was struggling with personal issues, and I chose to reach out rather than judge. By simply offering support and a listening ear, I helped create a safe space for them to share their challenges. This experience deepened my understanding of compassion. It's not just about feeling for someone, it's about taking action. Cultivating compassion has enriched my relationships and taught me that small acts of kindness can make a significant difference in someone's life. Focusing on solutions rather than problems can shift your mindset. I recall a time when I felt overwhelmed by challenges at work, frequently dwelling on everything that was going wrong. A mentor encouraged me to adopt a solution-oriented mindset. Instead of complaining, I started brainstorming actionable steps to tackle each issue. This shift transformed my approach, allowing me to feel more empowered and less stressed. Focusing on solutions not only alleviated my anxiety, but also fostered a more proactive and positive work environment. It taught me that challenges can be overcome with a clear, action-oriented mindset. Staying true to your values can guide you through life's complexities. During a challenging time in my career, I faced pressure to compromise my ethics for short-term gains. However, I chose to stand firm in my principles, even when it meant facing backlash. This decision, while difficult, reinforced my self-respect and integrity. Staying true to my values has guided my decisions and relationships, reminding me that success is not just about achievement, but also about aligning with what truly matters to me. Embracing my values has brought me a sense of peace and authenticity. Living in the moment has a transformative effect on our experiences. I used to constantly worry about future events or dwell on past mistakes, which detracted from enjoying life as it unfolded. It was during a mindfulness retreat that I learned the art of presence. By focusing on my breath and the sensations around me, I discovered the beauty of the present moment. Now I make a conscious effort to engage fully in each experience, whether it's a conversation or a simple meal. Living in the moment enriches my life, reminding me that every experience holds value if I take the time to appreciate it. Nurturing relationships is essential for a fulfilling life. In my early 20s, I prioritized work and personal goals over friendships, which led to loneliness. It wasn't until I made a concerted effort to reconnect with old friends that I realized the power of connection. I started organizing regular catch-ups, sending messages, and being present for others. These small gestures significantly deepened my relationships, providing a support system that I had unknowingly neglected. Nurturing relationships requires effort, but the rewards, shared joy, support, and love, are immeasurable. Finding balance in life is crucial for well-being. For years, I swung between workaholic tendencies and periods of complete disengagement. It was only after feeling burned out that I realized the importance of balance. I started setting boundaries for my work hours, allowing time for relaxation and hobbies. This shift helped me create a more sustainable routine, where work and personal life coexisted harmoniously. Seeking balance is a continuous journey, but it has taught me to prioritize what matters most, leading to a more fulfilling and joyful existence. Forgiveness is liberating, both for ourselves and others. I held on to grudges for years, believing they were justified. However, I realized that this bitterness was only harming me. After a heartfelt conversation with a family member about past grievances, I chose to forgive. not just for them, but for my own peace of mind. This process wasn't easy, but it opened up space for healing and growth. Practicing forgiveness taught me that it's not about condoning actions, but releasing the hold they have on my heart. This lesson has become a cornerstone of my emotional well-being. Embracing your journey means acknowledging that life is not a straight path. There was a time when I compared my journey to others, feeling inadequate when I didn't measure up. But as I began to embrace my unique experiences, failures and successes alike, I learned that every step contributed to my growth. Each twist and turn has shaped me into who I am today. Embracing my journey means celebrating progress, no matter how small, and recognizing that everyone's path is different. This perspective has fostered self-acceptance and gratitude for my life's experiences. Giving back can be one of the most fulfilling experiences. I started volunteering at a local shelter, initially thinking it would be a simple way to spend my time. However, I quickly learned that helping others brought me immense joy and perspective. The stories I encountered opened my eyes to the struggles many face, and each interaction filled me with gratitude for my circumstances. Giving back has become a vital part of my life, enriching my sense of community and purpose. This lesson taught me that generosity can create a ripple effect, impacting not only others but also ourselves. Living authentically means being true to yourself, regardless of societal expectations. For years, I conformed to what others expected of me, suppressing my true self. It wasn't until I started sharing my genuine interests and beliefs that I felt a shift. By embracing my authenticity, I attracted like-minded individuals and found deeper connections. Living authentically has empowered me to pursue my passions fearlessly, creating a life aligned with my values. This lesson has taught me that authenticity breeds fulfillment, allowing me to express my true self unapologetically. Accepting responsibility for our actions is a sign of maturity. I once found it easier to blame others for my misfortunes, avoiding accountability. However, a particularly challenging situation forced me to confront my role in the outcome. This realization was uncomfortable, but it sparked personal growth. Accepting responsibility allowed me to learn from my mistakes and make necessary changes. It taught me that taking ownership not only empowers me, but also fosters trust in my relationships. Accepting responsibility is a crucial step toward personal development and self-improvement. Commitment to personal growth is a lifelong journey. I used to approach self-improvement haphazardly, trying various trends without a clear focus. However, after discovering a passion for reading self-help literature, I dedicated myself to continuous learning. I began setting specific goals and actively seeking feedback. This commitment has enriched my life, leading to tangible improvements in various areas. Staying committed to growth requires discipline, but the rewards, greater self-awareness, resilience, and fulfillment, are worth every effort. New experiences can enrich our lives in unexpected ways. I used to stick to my routine, feeling comfortable but stagnant. One day, a friend invited me to try rock climbing, and despite my fears, I decided to join. That day was transformative. I discovered strengths I didn't know I had and forged new friendships. Seeking out new experiences has become a priority in my life, allowing me to step outside my comfort zone regularly. These adventures foster personal growth and broaden my perspective, reminding me that life is meant to be explored. Learning to trust my intuition has been a powerful lesson. For years, I second-guessed my instincts, often relying on external validation, but there were moments when my gut feelings proved to be spot on, like the time I chose to walk away from a toxic job. Ignoring those instincts had only led to unhappiness. Since then, I've learned to listen to that inner voice, using it as a compass for decision-making. Mindfulness has transformed my relationship with the present moment. I used to rush through life, always focused on the next task. It wasn't until I discovered meditation that I began to appreciate the beauty of mindfulness. By incorporating mindful practices into my daily routine, whether through meditation, breathing exercises, or simply paying attention to my surroundings, I learned to savor each moment. Cultivating mindfulness has reduced my stress and enhanced my overall well-being, reminding me that life unfolds in the present, not in the past or future. Setting realistic goals is essential for sustained progress. I recall a time when I set lofty expectations for myself, only to feel overwhelmed and discouraged when I couldn't meet them. This cycle of disappointment prompted me to reevaluate my approach. By breaking down larger goals into manageable steps, I began to celebrate small victories along the way. This strategy not only kept me motivated, but also fostered a sense of accomplishment. Setting realistic goals has taught me that progress is a journey, and celebrating each step is key to lasting success. Seeking feedback is a vital component of personal growth. I used to fear criticism, viewing it as a personal attack. However, a mentor encouraged me to embrace feedback as a valuable tool for improvement. I started actively soliciting input from colleagues and friends, and to my surprise, their insights provided me with fresh perspectives. This practice has allowed me to refine my skills and approach, fostering a culture of continuous learning. Seeking feedback has become a vital part of my growth journey, transforming challenges into opportunities for development. A strong support system is invaluable for navigating life's challenges. I learned this lesson during a particularly tough time when I felt isolated. Recognizing the importance of connection, I reached out to friends and family, sharing my struggles. Their support was overwhelming and reminded me that I wasn't alone. I now prioritize building and nurturing relationships that uplift and empower me. Creating a support system has taught me the significance of community. Having people to lean on makes life's challenges more manageable and enriches our experiences. Time management is crucial for a balanced life. I used to let distractions dictate my day, often leaving me overwhelmed and unproductive. Realizing I needed a change, I started implementing time management techniques, such as the Pomodoro technique, in prioritizing tasks. These strategies have helped me focus on what truly matters, allowing me to accomplish more in less time. Managing my time wisely has not only increased my productivity, but has also granted me the freedom to enjoy life outside of work, fostering a healthier work-life balance. Staying open-minded allows us to embrace diverse perspectives. I remember a time when I held rigid views on a controversial topic, leading to conflicts with others. However, I chose to engage in open dialogues with individuals who held differing opinions. This willingness to listen and learn opened my eyes to new perspectives. Staying open-minded has enriched my understanding of complex issues, fostering empathy and connection. It reminds me that every person has a unique story, and there is always something valuable to learn from others. Physical health directly impacts mental and emotional well-being. For years, I neglected my physical health, prioritizing work over self-care. It wasn't until I experienced fatigue and stress that I decided to make a change. I began incorporating regular exercise and balanced nutrition into my routine. This commitment has not only boosted my energy levels, but has also improved my mood and mental clarity. Taking care of my body is now a priority, reminding me that a healthy lifestyle is essential for overall well-being. Accepting help is a sign of strength, not weakness. I used to pride myself on my independence, often refusing assistance from others. However, during a challenging period, I found myself overwhelmed and finally reached out for support. To my surprise, those around me were eager to help, offering their time and resources. Accepting help taught me that we don't have to face life's challenges alone. Embracing this lesson has not only strengthened my relationships, but has also created a sense of community that enriches my life. Finding joy in the little things can significantly enhance our daily experiences. I often overlook the small moments, focusing instead on major achievements. However, I made a conscious effort to appreciate simple pleasures, like savoring a cup of coffee or enjoying a walk in nature. This shift in perspective allowed me to experience a deeper sense of gratitude and happiness. Finding joy in the little things reminds me that life is made up of countless beautiful moments, and appreciating them can transform even the most mundane days. Establishing boundaries is essential for maintaining healthy relationships. I used to say yes to every request, fearing conflict or disappointment. However, this led to burnout and resentment. It was during a conversation with a friend that I realized the importance of setting boundaries. By clearly communicating my limits, I created healthier dynamics in both my personal and professional relationships. Establishing boundaries has empowered me to prioritize my needs while fostering mutual respect. This lesson has taught me that saying no can be just as important as saying yes. Trusting the process is vital for long-term success. I often found myself frustrated when immediate results didn't align with my expectations. However, a mentor reminded me that growth takes time. I began to shift my focus from instant gratification to the journey itself, celebrating progress along the way. This shift in mindset has made me more resilient, allowing me to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Trusting the process has taught me that success is not just about the destination, but also about the lessons learned along the way. Taking breaks is essential for maintaining productivity and creativity. I used to push through long hours, believing it was the only way to get things done. However, I soon realized that this approach often led to burnout and diminished creativity. Incorporating regular breaks into my routine allowed me to recharge and return to tasks with renewed focus. This practice has transformed my work habits, reminding me that stepping away can be just as productive as staying glued to my desk. Taking breaks is now a vital part of my self-care routine. Celebrating achievements, no matter how small, fosters a positive mindset. I often downplayed my successes, focusing instead on what needed improvement. However, after a significant accomplishment, I decided to take a moment to celebrate. This simple act of acknowledgement shifted my perspective, reminding me of the hard work I had put in. Now I make it a point to celebrate both big and small victories, reinforcing a sense of accomplishment and motivation. Celebrating achievements has taught me the importance of recognizing progress on the journey toward my goals. Adaptability is a crucial skill in an ever-changing world. I remember a time when I was faced with unexpected changes at work, and my initial reaction was resistance. However, as I learned to embrace flexibility, I discovered new opportunities and solutions. Adapting to change has become a valuable lesson in my life, reminding me that growth often comes from stepping outside of my comfort zone. Learning to adapt has empowered me to navigate challenges with resilience, making me more prepared for whatever life throws my way. Fostering creativity can enhance problem-solving and enrich life. I once considered myself uncreative, often shying away from artistic pursuits. However, I decided to explore creative outlets, writing, painting, and even cooking. This exploration unlocked a newfound sense of expression and joy. Creativity has since become a vital part of my life, helping me approach challenges with a fresh perspective. Fostering creativity reminds me that imagination can lead to innovative solutions, enriching my personal and professional experiences. Empathy is a powerful tool for building connections. I used to find it challenging to understand others' perspectives, often jumping to conclusions. However, I learned the importance of empathy through conversations with friends from diverse backgrounds. By actively listening and putting myself in their shoes, I developed a deeper understanding of their experiences. Cultivating empathy has enriched my relationships, fostering compassion and understanding. This lesson has taught me that empathy not only strengthens connections, but also promotes a sense of community and belonging. Self-discipline is essential for achieving long-term goals. I often found myself indulging in distractions, struggling to stay focused. However, I decided to implement strategies to enhance my self-discipline, such as setting clear goals and minimizing distractions. This commitment has transformed my productivity and helped me achieve milestones I once thought unattainable. Practicing self-discipline requires dedication, but the rewards, accomplishment, fulfillment, and personal growth are well worth the effort. This lesson has taught me that discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. Embracing diversity enriches our lives and broadens our perspectives. I remember a time when I held preconceived notions about people from different cultures. However, through travel and diverse friendships, I learned to appreciate the beauty of our differences. Embracing diversity has not only expanded my worldview, but also fostered meaningful connections. This lesson has taught me that diversity is a strength, enhancing our understanding and appreciation of the world around us. Lifelong learning is essential for personal and professional growth. I used to think formal education was enough, but I soon realized that knowledge extends far beyond the classroom. I made a commitment to seek knowledge actively, reading books, attending workshops, and engaging in conversations with experts. This pursuit of knowledge has enriched my understanding of various subjects, opening doors to new opportunities. Seeking knowledge has become a lifelong endeavor, reminding me that there is always something new to learn and explore. Showing appreciation can strengthen relationships and foster positivity. I often took people for granted, failing to express gratitude for their contributions. However, after a colleague thanked me for my support, I realized the impact of recognition. I began to make it a habit to express appreciation, whether through simple thank you notes or verbal acknowledgement. This practice has not only deepened my connections, but has also created a more positive atmosphere. Showing appreciation has taught me that small gestures can have a profound impact on our relationships and overall happiness. Avoiding comparisons is crucial for maintaining self-esteem. I often fell into the trap of comparing my journey to others, leading to feelings of inadequacy. However, I learned that everyone has their unique path, shaped by different experiences and circumstances. By focusing on my progress and celebrating my achievements, I began to appreciate my journey for what it is. This lesson has reinforced the importance of self-acceptance and gratitude, reminding me that my worth is not determined by others. Taking responsibility for my happiness was a game changer. I used to blame external factors for my dissatisfaction, believing that happiness was contingent on circumstances. However, after a period of reflection, I realized that happiness is an inside job. I began to engage in activities that brought me joy and to cultivate a positive mindset. This shift has empowered me to create a life that reflects my values and desires. Taking responsibility for my happiness has taught me that I hold the keys to my own fulfillment. Embracing vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness. I used to guard my emotions fiercely, fearing judgment or rejection. However, through heartfelt conversations with friends, I learned that vulnerability fosters connection. By allowing myself to be open and honest about my struggles, I discovered a supportive network that understood my experiences. Embracing vulnerability has deepened my relationships and helped me cultivate authenticity. This lesson has taught me that showing our true selves can lead to profound connections and personal growth. Maintaining a positive attitude can significantly impact our experiences. I remember a particularly challenging project at work where negativity seemed to permeate the atmosphere. However, I decided to approach it with a positive mindset, focusing on solutions rather than problems. This shift not only improved my morale, but also influenced my colleagues. Maintaining a positive attitude has taught me that optimism can be contagious, creating a more supportive and productive environment. Practicing gratitude has transformed my outlook on life. I used to take blessings for granted, focusing instead on what I lacked. However, I started keeping a gratitude journal, jotting down things I was thankful for each day. This simple practice shifted my focus toward abundance rather than scarcity. Practicing gratitude has fostered a greater appreciation for life's simple pleasures, reminding me that happiness often lies in recognizing the beauty around us. Letting go of perfectionism has been liberating. I used to set impossibly high standards for myself, leading to constant dissatisfaction. However, after a particularly stressful project, I realized that perfection is an illusion. I began to embrace the idea that done is better than perfect, allowing room for mistakes and growth. This shift has freed me from the paralyzing fear of failure, fostering creativity and progress. Letting go of perfectionism has taught me that embracing imperfection can lead to unexpected beauty and innovation. Focusing on solutions has transformed my approach to challenges. I used to dwell on problems, feeling overwhelmed and helpless. However, I learned to shift my mindset toward finding solutions. For instance, during a team conflict, I initiated a brainstorming session, encouraging everyone to share ideas for resolution. This proactive approach not only alleviated tension, but also fostered collaboration. Focusing on solutions has empowered me to approach challenges with optimism, reminding me that every problem carries the seed of a solution. Prioritizing self-care is essential for overall well-being. I often neglected my needs in favor of work and obligations, leading to burnout. However, after realizing the toll it took on my health, I made self-care a non-negotiable part of my routine. Whether through exercise, meditation, or simply taking time to relax, I learned that self-care is not selfish, but rather a necessity. This lesson has taught me that taking care of myself allows me to show up more fully for others and pursue my goals with energy and enthusiasm. Being kind to myself has been a transformative lesson. I often engaged in negative self-talk, criticizing myself for perceived shortcomings. However, after a particularly challenging period, I decided to treat myself with the same kindness I would offer a friend. I began practicing self-compassion, acknowledging my mistakes without judgment. This shift has fostered a more positive self-image and greater resilience. Being kind to myself has taught me that self-love is essential for growth and happiness. Cultivating patience is vital for navigating life's ups and downs. I used to rush through tasks and expect immediate results, leading to frustration. However, I learned that patience is essential for growth and understanding. For instance, while learning a new skill, I often felt discouraged by my slow progress. By embracing patience, I allowed myself the time and space to develop. This lesson has taught me that patience is not just about waiting, but about maintaining a positive attitude during the process. Staying grounded helps us navigate life's challenges with clarity. I remember a time when I felt overwhelmed by stress and uncertainty. However, I turned to grounding practices like deep breathing and nature walks. These simple acts helped me reconnect with myself and gain perspective. Staying grounded has since become a crucial part of my routine, reminding me to stay centered amidst chaos. This lesson has taught me that grounding practices can cultivate inner peace and resilience. Finding my passion has been a transformative journey. For years, I felt lost, unsure of what truly excited me. However, after exploring various hobbies and interests, I discovered my love for writing. This realization has opened doors I never imagined, leading to fulfilling opportunities. Finding my passion has taught me that it's never too late to pursue what ignites your soul, and that following your passion can lead to profound personal growth and satisfaction. Developing emotional intelligence has enriched my relationships and personal growth. I used to struggle to recognize my emotions and those of others, leading to misunderstandings. However, after attending a workshop on emotional intelligence, I learned to identify and manage emotions more effectively. This newfound awareness has improved my communication and empathy, fostering deeper connections with those around me. Developing emotional intelligence has taught me that understanding emotions is key to building strong, meaningful relationships. Challenging my comfort zone has led to significant personal growth. I used to avoid situations that made me uncomfortable, fearing failure or judgment. However, I decided to embrace discomfort, taking on new challenges like public speaking and leadership roles. These experiences, though daunting, have propelled me forward, allowing me to discover strengths I never knew I had. This lesson has taught me that growth lies just beyond our comfort zones, and that embracing challenges can lead to remarkable transformations. Practicing active listening has improved my communication and strengthened relationships. I used to listen superficially, often planning my response while others spoke. However, I learned that true listening involves being present and engaged. By focusing on the speaker, asking clarifying questions, and reflecting on their feelings, I've deepened my connections with others. Practicing active listening has taught me that effective communication fosters understanding and trust, making relationships more meaningful. Staying curious fuels lifelong learning and personal growth. I remember a time when I felt stagnant, lacking inspiration. However, I made a conscious effort to approach life with curiosity, asking questions and exploring new interests. This shift opened up a world of possibilities, leading me to discover new passions and perspectives. Staying curious has taught me that there is always something new to learn, and that a curious mindset can lead to unexpected opportunities and growth. Embracing change is essential for personal development. I used to resist change, fearing the unknown and clinging to familiarity. However, I realized that change often brings growth and new opportunities. By shifting my perspective, I began to see change as a natural part of life's journey. Embracing change has empowered me to navigate transitions with grace and resilience. This lesson has taught me that adaptability is key to thriving in an ever-evolving world. Cultivating a growth mindset has transformed my approach to challenges. I used to view setbacks as failures, leading to discouragement. However, I learned to reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. By adopting a growth mindset, I now embrace learning experiences, recognizing that mistakes are stepping stones toward improvement. This lesson has empowered me to approach obstacles with optimism, reminding me that effort and perseverance lead to success. Practicing resilience is vital for navigating life's challenges. I faced a significant setback that left me feeling defeated. However, I chose to view it as an opportunity for growth. By focusing on solutions and seeking support, I gradually rebuilt my confidence. This experience taught me that resilience is not just about bouncing back, but also about adapting and learning from adversity. Practicing resilience has fostered strength and determination in my journey. Fostering inclusivity creates a sense of belonging. I used to overlook the importance of inclusivity, not realizing how it enriched communities. However, through experiences in diverse environments, I learned that everyone deserves a voice. By actively promoting inclusivity, whether in conversations or activities, I've witnessed the positive impact it has on relationships and collaboration. This lesson has taught me that inclusivity fosters connection and understanding, creating a more harmonious world. Letting go of control can be liberating. I used to micromanage every aspect of my life, believing it would lead to better outcomes. However, this approach often resulted in frustration and burnout. I learned that some things are beyond my control, and by relinquishing that need, I found peace. Letting go of control has empowered me to trust others and embrace uncertainty. This lesson has taught me that surrendering control can lead to unexpected possibilities and growth. Embracing collaboration enhances creativity and productivity. I used to work independently, believing I could achieve better results alone. However, I discovered the power of teamwork while working on a group project. By combining our strengths and ideas, we produced something far greater than I could have accomplished alone. Embracing collaboration has taught me that diverse perspectives foster innovation, and that working together can lead to remarkable outcomes. Practicing non-judgment fosters compassion and understanding. I remember a time when I was quick to judge others based on their choices. However, I learned that everyone has their unique journey and struggles. By adopting a non-judgmental mindset, I've developed a greater appreciation for the complexities of human experience. This practice has deepened my empathy and strengthened my relationships, reminding me that compassion is essential for connection. Exploring nature has a profound impact on well-being. I used to spend most of my time indoors, unaware of the restorative power of nature. However, after a hiking trip, I discovered the beauty and tranquility of the outdoors. Spending time in nature has since become a vital part of my self-care routine, providing clarity and rejuvenation. This lesson has taught me that connecting with nature can enhance our mental and emotional well-being, offering a sanctuary from life's demands. Embracing simplicity can lead to a more fulfilling life. I often felt overwhelmed by the chaos of modern life, accumulating possessions and distractions. However, after adopting a minimalist approach, I discovered the freedom that comes with simplicity. By focusing on what truly matters and letting go of excess, I've cultivated a sense of peace and clarity. This lesson has taught me that simplicity allows space for what is essential, enhancing overall well-being. Seeking feedback is crucial for growth and improvement. I used to shy away from criticism, fearing it would diminish my confidence. However, I learned that constructive feedback is a valuable tool for development. By actively seeking input from others, I've gained insights that have enhanced my skills and understanding. This lesson has taught me that feedback is an opportunity for growth, and embracing it can lead to significant improvements in my work and relationships.